Hey movie fans, what's going on? It's Jesse Swift, and some big news dropped today. Marvel just decided that the time span between Christmas and New Year was a perfect time to just take the comic book news world by storm, and they did by finally releasing some official photos of Benedict Cumberbatch, one of my favorite actors, as Doctor Strange. Now, any of you out there that know me really well know that Doctor Strange is actually, surprisingly, like my third or fourth most anticipated movie for 2016, beating out Civil War and X-Men Apocalypse and a couple other ones. And the funny thing was, as I said, even without seeing anything, just at a concept stage, like this actor in this role puts it up in my top spot for anticipated movies. And now I actually have something visual that I can look at and I can get excited about. And my Lord, seeing Benedict Cumberbatch in costume here is incredible. He leaps right off the pages. The cape is on point. The hair, I mean, it seems like a weird thing to say, but the dude's hair looks exactly like it does in the comics. He's got the goatee, and now Benedict Cumberbatch is one of those very rare instances where, I like to do a lot of fan casting where I say, when they announce, because usually they announce a movie's getting made, and then somewhere down the line you'll find out who's playing him. Like Batman vs. Superman was announced like 3 years ago, and then like 9 months after they announced that Ben Affleck was going to be Batman. So it was the same case with this, and so a lot of people are speculating on who should be Doctor Strange instantly, especially since I'm a huge Sherlock fan. I enjoyed the second Hobbit where he voiced Smaug, and Star Trek Into Darkness, he was fantastic as Khan. I was like, Benedict Cumberbatch needs to be this role. And they had rumored for a while that Joaquin Phoenix was going to be it. I'm going off on a tangent for a little bit. Joaquin Phoenix would have been a great choice, but I still really wanted Benedict Cumberbatch. Lo and behold, this is what we get. We have a couple really good shots here. I'll go over them with you, and I will include them in the description here. But we have a really awesome shot of him casting some kind of, it looks like a combination of fire and lightning spell, and it's almost directly ripped off the pages of one of the most famous shots of Doctor Strange from the comics, the one that everybody likes to use. And if you go on my Facebook page, you'll see that I did a comparison between the two of them. Next, we have a really, really nice profile shot of Doctor Strange, and you get to see all the detail that's put into his cape and the tunic and everything that he's wearing. He's even got like this little side wing thing going on with his hair. He looks like a sorcerer. He looks awesome. This is some of the best costume design I think we have ever seen in the Marvel Universe, and that's really saying something because we've had some really good costumes. Then we have a couple pictures of concept art here. This looks like it could either be the Sanctorum, or I'm relatively new to Doctor Strange. I only know a little bit, but it looks like it's a collection of all his artifacts and things like that. And then we have a picture. Now, at second glance here, it's a little hard to tell. I think it's supposed to be Doctor Strange kind of going through the astral planes and traveling through dimensions, but if you look at it a certain way, it almost looks like it's a girl. So I'm not sure. Take a look at the picture and tell me guys what you think, but it's definitely very trippy and reminiscent of Steve Ditko's art in the 60s when him and Stan Lee came up with the character. And everybody was doing a lot of hallucinogenics, and so they came up with, or psychedelic drugs and stuff, they came up with these ideas of vibrant colors and traveling dimensions. Now, honestly, the most interesting piece of concept art that they have here, and this is very telling for those of you that don't know the story of Doctor Strange, is he was a very arrogant surgeon, and his hands were everything to him. He was very self-centered and a bit of a jerk. What happens is he gets in a terrible car accident, and this picture here shows the aftermath. He's just kind of coming into the realization that he'll never be able to use his hands again. They're wrapped in bloody bandages. He's laying in the hospital bed, and they're showing him the x-rays, showing him that his hands are completely useless. And that's really good, because for a while we thought that we weren't really going to get a origin story with Doctor Strange. So it looks like now we are. And then on top of that, there was a very, very cool Entertainment Weekly cover photo, and I can't get to it right now, but I can tell you a little bit about what it shows. It's a front shot, and he's projecting like a spell kind of towards the camera, and it looks very cool. The design is awesome, and also what you get to see in, please don't burn me alive if I don't pronounce this right, but the Eye of Agamotto, which is what Doctor Strange is really known for, and it's the it's kind of like a pendant that the Sorcerer Supreme always wears. So it's something that gets passed down from one sorcerer to the other, and it's also a big source of kind of where his power comes from and how he's able to do a lot of things. Plus, the cloak he has is also the cloak of levitation, so that's supposed to help him fly, just so you know. But if you look very closely at the Eye of Agamotto, it looks like there's a green gem in the middle. Now, one of the few Infinity Stones that we have not seen is there's a green one and an orange one. And I believe what's left is the the Soul Gem and the Time Gem, I think, are the two that we have not seen. So my thoughts are that this might be the Soul Gem, but it could also be the Time Gem, because maybe he's going through different dimensions, portals, and time eras and stuff, so I really don't know. But hands down, Doctor Strange looks awesome. Benedict Cumberbatch is going to crush this role. We have amazing cast with Chiwetel Ejiofor, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, as Baron Mordo. That's terrible. And then Rachel McAdams is in the movie. I'm not a huge fan of hers, but the Mad Mikkelsen and Tilda Swinton as the Ancient One. So there's really a star-studded cast of very talented people whose names I really struggled to pronounce, but I've seen them on a lot of things, and I'm so excited to see what they have to bring to the table. Honestly, this could end up being Marvel's most unique movie to date, and I know we've had Ant-Man and Guardians of the Galaxy, but now we get to go into a whole other realm, quite literally, and I'm very much so looking forward to next November. So I will see you guys there, and until the next bit of Doctor Strange news, may the film be with you. Always.